Students and friends, welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social studies series is going for the Karnataka State Board, and in this video we are going to discuss about 10th standards, chapter number 5, social and religious reform movements of 2025 and 26 academic year. So it's the first semester textbook. It is from the history. So without a delay, let's start the explanation about social and religious reform movements. So before that, few activities, changes and reforms. Driver, conductor, bag, book, pencil, car, bell, school, madam, sir. These English words have been adopted in local languages nowadays also. Right? This is changes also and it's a reforms also. Right? So changes here from in the beginning we are right our dressing sense, then afterwards are adopted, then from the men and it is for the women, it is got changed. In transportation also, once upon a time you are using the bullock cart, now we have the train, buses, aeroplanes also. This is called the changes, right? Next, to move to the next one about the once upon a time we have the sati practice. But you have sati practice. So what is sati practice means? A widow how to sacrifice herself by sitting atop her deceased deceased husband funeral pyre is called the, here it's the picture. It is one side the husband, okay, who had died, and the woman, wife have to sacrifice herself to participate this one. Then you can take the exploitation of the widows. Once upon a time it is more, it is a miserable if suppose you become the widow during the ancient time. So but at the present in the society in ancient time we have the child marriage, sati practice also there, exploitation of the widow also there. But nowadays these are all not there. Only one practice is there. What? Girls are sent to the school. This practice is there by today. This is called the reformation also and changes also. This is called changes. It is called the changes nowadays, right? Here at the present now we have the at present day women can join for the defense forces also. We have banned this one. Sati practice we have banned. Okay, sati practice is banned. And you have done that age limit for the marriage 21 for the man and 18 for the female. Okay, so these are access to the school. Can you imagine the life of the little children like you some 200 years ago? Can you imagine what may be their life? Most of the children at that time had no access, means they are not going to allow to go to the schools. Those time means 2200 years ago. But now it is free and compulsory education in between 6 to 14 years of age, right? So now come to the lesson. In this chapter we will learn about the establishment of the Brahmo Samaja and its reforms. Yuva Bengal movement also will come to know. The establishment of the Arya Samaja and its reforms. The reforms of the Pratna Samaja. The teachings of the Satyasudika Samaja, Aligarh movement, Theosophical Society, and teachings of the Ramakrishna Mission, Narayan Guru, Dharma Paripalana, about Dharma Paripalana Yoga we are going to, then last about the Periyar we are going to study. Okay, first come to the introduction. So in India, 19th century we are going to call it as a Indian Renaissance. Means 19th century in India history, means Indian history is referred to as the period of the Indian Renaissance. Why? We have to come to know. Because of that, first thing is that we had a contact with the Western civilization. First is what? We got a contact with the Western civilization. Through that we have learned so many things. Now we have means we came to know, right, these things. Means they got changes in ideas also, and dressing sense also, in a transportation also. We got a changes, right? We got a changes here. Already we came to know. These are the what changes. These are okay because of the Western religion, because of the Western civilization. The second thing is that English education. Because of the English education, people are started means they came to know about the rationalism. They build the sense of rationalism. Rationalism is a feeling we shouldn't be accept the thing without questioning. It is called the rationalism. Right? It is called the rationalism. Right? Rationalism means because of the English education, people started building the rationalism. Rationalism means what? The idea we should not be accept without questioning or examining. Okay, and growth of the nationalism means the feeling of love towards your country was got built during this time, right? Then now move to the next. So next it is what introduction of the Western thoughts, like the thought like democracy, okay, freedom, equality, and nationalism. These are the what? The thoughts of the Westerns. Rationalism grew among the Indians. Already I have mentioned that this one, right? Indians were enlightened by the Western education and effort for the social reforms. In this one, we have so many people, right? Many those who were enlightened by the Western education tried to bring in the reforms in this context. Those are maybe Rajaram Mohan Rai, first very important name, very prominent name in the Indian Renaissance movement is Rajaram Mohan Rai. Then Dayanand Saraswati, Madhav Govind Ranade, M.G. Ranade also you are going to call it, Jyotiba Phule, Swami Vivekananda, Annie Besant, Syed Ahmad Khan, Narayan Guru and Periyar. These are the importance. Okay. Now move to the about one by one. These are the what? Names. Okay. Therefore picture it is. Right. Now move to the one by one societies. Samajas. First one is what? Brahma Samaj, established by the Rajaram Mohan Rai in the year of 1828. Right? It will going to consider as a Rajaram Mohan Rai will going to consider as a most important person, and he established the Brahma Samaja. He has been called it as a very important. One more question. There is a possibility to ask you one more question. So please take it on this one. Who was the father of the Indian Renaissance? That is Rajaram Mohan Rai. He is received the excellent education. He was well skillful in many languages. Like he know the languages like Sanskrit, he know Arabic, he know Persian means today's Iran country language also he know. English he know, French, Greek, Latin. Latin and Greek we will going to consider as a classical language of the European countries. Okay, he studied the culture and principles of the Hinduism also, Islam also, Sufi also, Christianity and Buddhism also. You know the culture and principles of these countries. Okay, here is the man, Rajaram Mohan Rai. Okay, Rajaram Mohan Rai studied the Upanishads also, and he questioned the idol worship. He argued that modern science and English education were essential for the Indian revival, means Renaissance. He exposed the he opposed the exploitation of the women. He led an organizational attack against the practice of the sati and the child marriage. Because of this one, the traditional Hindus condemned him for his such act. What is that? Means to attack against the sati and the child marriage. Okay. So Rajaram Mohan Rai was supporter of the prohibition of the Sati Act, which was going to introduced by the Lord William Bentinck. He tried to develop out the rationalism among the people through his journalism. Okay. Because of this one, he started the newspaper in a Bengali language. That newspaper name is called Swamaveda Komudi. Please have this one. Okay. Here, two more important things. One is who introduced Sati, a provision of the Sati Act, and the newspaper started by the, what is the newspaper started by the Mohan Rai, right? Next it is what Brahmo Samaja was in the forefront, means very first only they have started the religious reformation in the 19th century. So they have brought the reformation in the tradition and the customs in Hindu religion. Okay. They opposed the idol worship and polytheism. Polytheism means to believe in more than one god. It's called the polytheism. It means they are encouraged the monotheism, means believe in one god. Mono means one, theism means one god. Okay. They have started condemning, opposing the performance of the yagas and rituals. Okay. Means English education was exposed Indians to the Western political thoughts. It enables the, means it was going to help us to develop the nationalism among the Indians. Okay. Now come to the Young Bengal movement started in Bengal. Okay. When the modernization waves are going to started moving to the North India, especially in 19th century, Calcutta will going to consider center of the all new thinking. Okay. And this young Bengal movement was started in 1820s and 1830s. Here means already we came to know about the Brahmo Samaja. So now come to the young Bengal movement. Okay, by the Henry Louis Vivin. His name is Henry Vivin Derogio. Derogio. Okay, he born in 1809 to 1831. Okay. His father was the Portuguese and his mother was the Indian. Okay. And there, because of this one, he called it as a Anglo-Indian. Here is the Derogio. Okay. Now come to the. He served as a professor. He was the professor at the Hindu College of the Kolkata. Okay. He was attracted by the many students because of his committed followers, means his students, and means most of the students are going to follow because of his teachings. Okay, he influenced by the many various European movements those are going to started in Europe, and he wants to install some spirit of the free inquiry in the minds of the students and colleagues. He works towards creating the textbooks, inculcating new education system. Okay, this may be anger the many traditionalists. Okay, but he started that. He went started the academic association in the year of 1928, and he pre-thinking debate also going to means established a free debate association which creating new thinking across the Bengal. Okay, the New Bengal was going to discussing about what discussion and the debates on the matters like nature, humanism, God, and others various. Okay, he worked and spreading the messages that rational thinking. Rational means already we know, liberate people from the clutches of the superstitious. Superstitious means following the rituals without knowing the meaning of that, the importance of that. Okay, and social discriminations. He was mainly work for the human rights, oppose the caste-based discrimination. Okay, and but this young Bengal movement was only limited for the Kolkata and few areas of the Bengal. Okay, now move to the what? Arya Samaja. About what? Arya Samaja. So Arya Samaja was established by the Dayanand Saraswati. He traveled approximately whole country for giving a lectures, and he emphasized that Vedas were the sources of the truth and knowledge. Very important it is, you have to have it. And along with that, he was advised that back to Vedas. And he is the one who was opposed the idol worship and caste system. Okay, here is the Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Then along with that, he advocated that caste should be decided only on the abilities, not on the birth of the person. Understanding my point? He rejected the innumerable meaningless practices of the Hindu society. He encouraged the widow marriage. He encouraged the Swadeshi goods, using the Swadeshi goods. And he always means to spread his messages and everything. He started a book. That book name is called Satyartha Prakashana. Satyartha Prakashana. Please note down this one. It is very important. Okay. Along with that, two quotations. One is back to the Vedas, and one more is Vedas were the source of the truth and the knowledge. Okay. And along with this book. Okay. Now move to the what? One more is he started a purification movement. Okay. It's the main activity of the Arya Samaja. And they established schools and colleges in many places. The principle Swarajya means their own rule, and Swadharma. These are the main things. These things are going to inspire to the people to take part in the freedom movement. And because of this, he was going to say that, he once upon to say that, means Swami Dayanand Saraswati say that India should be for Indians only, according to him. Okay. So by his means by the Arya Samaja, our radical leader, very important leader, Lal Lajpat Rai got inspired by this one. Now come to the purification movement. Okay. Those who means from the Hindu religion, they may be converted. The people may be converted to the another religion. Now, to take them back, he started the purification movement. This is called the means converting them back to the Hindu religion, taking them back to the Hindu religion from the converted people. It's called the purification movement. Okay, I hope you understood. Now come to the Prarthana Samaja, established by the Atmaram Pandurang in Mumbai. Okay, in Mumbai it was established, right? Their main things, their main principles is serve to the mankind is the service to the God. Okay, and they want to spread the education, and they started the society, education society, it is called Deccan Education Society. Okay, and their main aim is to develop the education field, and they encourage the things for the widow marriage, female literacy, intercaste marriage, eating together by the people of all caste, and oppose the child marriage. Okay, then along with that, they oppose the caste system, they oppose the idol worship, and further system, very important, right? These are the things. Now move to the, and it is going to maintain about the what, all religions or the part towards the what, truth. So we are all one, like that it is. Okay, and here Indian Renaissance orphanages, national schools and shelters home for the women, they are established. And after the Atmaram Pandurang, here the most important freedom fighter M.G. Ranade was popular the Pratna Samaja. Okay, and he believed that the progress in the political and economic fields was impossible without reform in society. You know that. Okay, he propagated and spread the Hindu-Muslim unity. Ranade was active in a national congress. Okay, he started the high schools, educating for the girls. Okay, now come to the Satyasudhika Samaja, established by the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. It was established by the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. According to him, freedom was the basic necessity of every individual and that no individual could be express his idea if he did not have the freedom. Means if you want to express the feeling, if once you have to express their feeling, they should need the freedom. So it is the quotation, it is the main phrase was used by the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Okay. He first thing is that he was prohibited the liquor, and along with that he was opposed the gender inequality, denial of the human rights, means they are going to snatch, okay, exploitation of the people and practice of the untouchability. These are the main things. Here our man Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Okay. Along with that, they started the schools, primary schools for the girls, education. Okay. And he condemned the slavery for that one, no? Means especially about Shudras and costlet class like Dalits. Okay. For that, he has started a condemned of them. Okay. And he started, means always going to say that free and compulsory education to these community people, means slave, Sudras and castes. Okay. And because of the, with the help of the Shahu Maharaj, uh, they have opened many branches of their schools. Okay. So here their schools once upon a time. Alright. Jyotiba Phule schools. Okay. It means along with that he wants to believe in a struggle on the behalf of the farmers. He wrote the book in detail exploitation about the Dalits. That book name is called Gulam Giri. Yeah, slavery book. Okay. Along with him, his wife also helped him to uplift the women education. And because of these all the things, they started the hostel for the girls. Okay. Because of these all things, the means especially the untouchables and the women life got the betterment. Okay. After them, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also followed the. He was inspired by them, and he started the following the Jyotiba Phule's philosophy. Okay. Now come to the Aligarh movement. Aligarh movement, it is main aim is what promoting the harmony of the Western and Eastern and Western ideas through the what transpiration of the Muslims in their what political, social, educational, and religious and philosophical beliefs. Okay, the latest movement is going to consider as a Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Okay, along with that, he was started the college for only for the providing the education to the Muslim community. That college name is called the Anglo Oriental College. Okay. Then after some time that college name is got changed. That college name is called afterwards Aligarh Muslim University. Before it is the Anglo Oriental College. After some time it got changed the name and Aligarh Muslim University. It's going to means it is changed. Okay. Along with the religious education, he started giving the education of Western, and along with that he wants to create the modern society through the Western education. Okay, he remained out from the National Congress. Okay, and he tried to brought the Muslim community together, and he supported for the female literacy, and he condemned the polygamy, and he condemned the widow marriages. Now come to the Ramakrishna mission. In year of 1897, it was established by the Swami Vivekananda to spread his teachers' ideals. Okay, here Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the priest of the Dakshineshwar temple, Kali temple in Bengal. His, his thought was main is what source of the Indian culture. He was going to. Okay, he has considered all religions to be equal. According to him, spiritual religion was the more important than the any other religion or God. According to him, he believed in a idol worship. He believed in a idol worship. Okay, he was a selfless, devout person. Swami Vivekananda was the favorite, means student of his, very favorite disciple of the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. For that one, no, he established the mission. That mission name is called Ramakrishna Mission. For what? There is a very important one more question. There is a possibility to ask you why the Ramakrishna Mission was established, because of what? To propagate means to spread the ideals of his teacher Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, right? Because of this one he established the Ramakrishna Mission. Please note down it for one more question. Okay, now move to the next. The main objective of this organization was to spread the message of the equality of all the religions and put that into the practice. Ramakrishna Ashrama has many branches all over the world nowadays. Okay, and there the mingling of ancient, modern, and the Western thinkers can be seen here. Swami Vivekananda was a revolutionary monk, you know that, and he opened the eyes of the Indians to the importance of living life. He stressed mainly significance of the individuals and his presence and ability. Okay. Along with that, he maintained, apart from the prayer, a practice of yoga, social service was also necessary for the achievement of the salvation. Salvation means moksha. Okay. Ramakrishna Mission is continuing to nurture the culture through the education and the social service. He has given the more important to nation and religion. They both are the two pieces of coin. Okay, because by this one, by him, most of the leaders were inspired. Among them, Mahatma Gandhiji also. Mahatma Gandhiji also. Right. Now move to the next. He tried his best for in the lifetime of his to free India from the casteism, poverty, and illiteracy and unawareness. Okay, he had the desire to provide the education to the people. Okay, because of the education only, he believed that it will going to bring the reformation in society. So he wanted the formation of legislation. Through the legislation, we can bring the social reformation, reforming rules. Okay, and those must be implemented. Okay, and he was condemned to stop blind following of the westerns. Okay. In the year of 1893, at the Chicago Conference of the World Religions, Swami Vivekananda is going to uphold the greatness of the India by what? Tolerance of all religion and maintaining that all religion were true. In this manner, he introduced the Indian culture to the world, and he was going to inspiration to the youth. Now move to the what? Theosophical Society, yeah, Brahma Vidya Society, right? Here, the founder name you have to remember. Here the founder name, don't get a confusion. The founders are, one is Madam Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott. These are the two as a founder of this dynasty, founder of this society, Theosophical Society. Don't say that the founder of the Theosophical Society Annie Besant. No, here it is the Madam Blavatsky and the Colonel H.S. Olcott. Okay. The main object to establish this society is to spread the universal brotherhood among the people and comparative study of the ideology and exploration of the natural principles. Okay, these are the very important principles of this society, right? So here, now come to the Annie Besant. About the Annie Besant. Annie Besant is not a founder, but she is means actively participated in a Theosophical Society when the branch was established in India, right? And she has got inspired by the Indian culture uh, through her lectures. She attempt to establish the equality, universal brotherhood, and harmony in a society. She started supporting to the freedom struggle. For that purpose, she started the newspaper. That newspaper name is called New India. She started the New India. And you have to remember this one, very important. 1916, she started the Home Rule movement, and along with that she was the president of Congress session in year of 1917. 1917. Please have it. Okay. She has given more importance to the Indian philosophy and the independence struggle. Okay, here the Annie Besant. You should know that Ireland was under the control of the Britain. You know that Ireland is very next to the England in Europe. So it was there under the control of the Britishers. So Irish people began home rule movement. Means home rule movement means what? To obtain the right to carry on the administration of their country themselves. Okay. So because of this one, Annie Besant also inspired by this movement, and they started the movement in India. Okay, that home rule movement in the year of 1916. Okay, in that time, two home rule leagues were going to existence. First one is under the leadership of the Tilak in Pune. Okay, first one is under the leadership of the Tilak, and Pune is the center of that first one. And the branches were there of the first ones in Maharashtra, North Karnataka, Central Province and Berar areas. Okay, and second league is under the leadership of the Annie Besant, and their that center is Madras. Okay, Tilak brought a new newspaper. One is Maratha and one more is Kesari. Right, Maratha in English language and Kesari in Marathi language. At the same time, Annie Besant also brought the two newspapers. One is New India and along with that Commonweal. These are the two newspapers to spread her ideas to the people. Now come to the Sri Narayana Guru. Sri Narayana Guru has started, means she has established institution that is called Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam in the year of 1903. Please have this one. Okay, as a 1 mark question. There is a possibility to ask you. So he was born in the Chembalandi of the Kerala, and he started the movement for the backward and exploited communities. Narayan Guru was born in 1854 to 1928, and he's along with him Dr. Palpu and the Kumaran Asan were there to lead this movement. Okay, here is the Guru Narayana Guru. Okay, here according to them the cost differentiation were too much in Kerala. Okay, because of that many are going to provisions in a places, means in public places they are not going to allow to gather. For example, here all were not allowed to use facilities like tanks and roads. They were barred, means they are not going to allowed wearing even footwears also, especially the backward class, and restrictions are there on the women's dress also. Okay, for this one sometimes they are not going to allow to go to the schools. Okay, and they have to lead a sophisticating life without basic needs. Okay, without basic needs, right? Now come to the, in order to address this issue, Sri Narayana Guru has established the Dharma Paripalana Yogam movement. According to this one caste, one religion and one God. They are going to follow up this one. What is that? Dharma Paripalana Yoga movement, right? Education, according to them, education is the only thing to achieve the one caste, one religion and one God. Okay, and he started building the alternative temples for the backward community, right? Along with that, he has started the agitation for what? Vaikum Satyagraha movement in the year of 1920. Because why? Because it is started because over there the entry of the lower caste was going to stop. So here and Vaikum Shiva temple was there. To enter into that with a lower caste, he has started the Vaikum Satyagraha. So here Gandhiji and Periyar, they both have supported the self-respect movement, right? And they have participated also. Okay, and along with that, Narayana, in the leadership of the Narayans, Satyagraha was started for the entry of the untouchables into the Guru Vayor temple. These are the major incident in his life. Okay, Periyar means senior citizen, a senior people, a senior man. Okay, by the beginning of the 20th century, a non-Brahmin movement was started in especially in South India, especially in South India, non-Brahmin movement. Okay, majority of the non-Brahmins only, right? For what purpose? They want the representation in government sectors as per their population. Okay, so it movements are started in Karnataka also and other states also, right? Non-Brahmin community opposed the restriction against them. This was possible because of the English education. Okay. Now come to the, according to the census of 1970s, census, Janaganti we are going to call. Census means what? Janaganti of the 1970s. Okay, it gave the accurate picture of the population. Okay, along with that they have established the Justice Party. They have established the Justice Party in year of 1916, and there in a till it is continued work in a Tamil Nadu. So the non-Brahmin movement took a new shape under the Justice Party. Okay, so here this became the more radical self-respect movement that was led by the Ramaswamy Naikar. And Ramaswamy means Periyar only. Ramaswamy, who came out from the Congress because in the year of 1925, and he started the Self-Respect League in the year of 1926, and means Ramaswamy Naikar only going to call it a Periyar, yeah, senior person. Okay, because of the love of the people. Okay, he was born in the place of the Erode in a rich family. He was believed that Congress in the he is there in a favor of the Varna system only. So because of that he came out from that and he started the Dravidian racial identity. Okay, yeah, self-respect league. Okay, and according to him Tamil was the Dravidian language. Right, he was going to say that equality, and he started criticizing the caste and the gender-based discrimination, right? And he participated in the temple entry movement in the year of 1924 under the leadership of the Narayan Guru in a Vaikum of the Kerala. He also participated. Okay, and he was the president of the Justice Party in the year of 1939. Right, this is the here. Okay, and he started the association called the Dravid. He started the association. That association name is called Kwaja Gum. Okay, Kwaja Gum. And he also started the English magazine. That magazine name is called Revolt. What is the magazine? Revolt only. Okay, now also the ideology of the Periyar, it will going to remains symbolically in a Tamil Nadu politics. Most of the people will going to say that they are the means like a Periyar only. Okay, the ideological non-Brahmin movement started by the C. Ayutyadas Pandit and T.M. Nair. Okay, so because of this one, he wants to establish the religious harmony, means good relationship between the religions. Okay, and according to them there is no inequality on basis on the caste, religion and gender. Okay, I hope my dears you understood the explanation of this part. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.